Hello and welcome to my home this time. This is our couch, and over here I will show you how I work an elephant lovey. It is called Hanno, the elephant lovey. This is my latest project. I wrote the pattern a few months ago. I didn't find it that cute at that time. I don't know if this happens to you, to work on a project and after you finish to somehow not like it that much. So I didn't like it that much at that time, and after a while I saw the pictures with Hanno and I said, wow, this is cute, let me write the pattern down. Right now I'm having a team of crochet testers working on this pattern, so I will have it published soon. The pattern is worked with cotton yarn and 2.5mm hook. I just pinked yarn. I don't know if you like it, but it seems I do. The body is worked, the legs and the body is worked one piece. The hands are separately, so you have to sew them on. And then the head, work the head and the ears. So in terms of sewing parts, you need to sew the arms on the body, you need to sew the ears on the head, and then the head on the body. What I particularly like on this project is the body part. It is very relaxing to just repeat some rows all over again. I've worked it with front post double crochets and back post double crochets. If you haven't heard about them, because they're two, at first you might find them a little bit difficult, but after you do one row and then the second one, things are really easy and you will want to use these stitches all over again. I love the texture of my lovey, and this is how I've made all of my loveys. Regarding Hanno already has a pattern for a rattle, so only the head. I will show you, I have one made here. I don't know if the colors are the best, but it's kind of the same thing. So the head of Hanno and the rattle. My wooden ring is a little bit small, but still, it's not that bad. You can find the pattern for the rattle on our e-commerce platforms, but you can also find this one on our YouTube channel. So if you want to check it out, I will give you the links below so you can try one if you want. Okay, and actually I also have the pattern for the toy Hanno, so the elephant, but what I have is the one that is worked with velvet yarn. So this is really big. If you work it with cotton yarn, it's gonna be a lot smaller. I love the texture of this one too because it's very fluffy and I like it. The body is all one piece. Then you have the head and then the ears. So you have to sew the ears on the head and then the head on the body. These are crocheted eyes, and then you have eyebrows as well. I love them all. I want to make a set. I think that's the word. So to have a lovey, a rattle, and then a big toy. I will show you what it will be probably next on my pattern list making. I'm not sure though, because who knows what new toys I think of. I need to find some toys to work for Christmas, right? And let me show you what other sets do I have. I also have Gummy Bear set. You probably know that one. I also have this one. I don't have a name for it yet, but it is a unicorn. I hope it looks like one. This is something I worked with bubble stitches. I've seen people working with some other stitches, this type of hair, unicorn hair. The body is the exact same thing as over here. So front post double crochets and back post double crochets. The arms and the legs are the same, so the only difference is the head and the colors you choose to work with. I find it really nice, and for this set I also have the rattle Again, my wooden ring is a little bit small, but the rattle is cute, right? With face embroidery, because I do not like to use safety eyes when it comes to baby toys. So like this is Hanno, and this is unicorn rattle, and this is how the toy looks like for the unicorn. It's the same thing as for the head, like the body and the arms are different. Body is worked, the legs and the body are worked one piece, then you have to sew the arms on, and for the head you have to sew the ears, the horn, and then the hair, and some face embroidery for the nose, mouth, and for the eyes. I don't know if you like this one. If you consider it nice, maybe I can take it into consideration and make a video tutorial as well, or to write the pattern down, who knows. I have the pattern written in my notebook, I just didn't wrote it in a PDF because that's a lot of work too. So now, if you want, let's work together on a new Hanno lovey on a different color, and maybe we can chat some more. I would love to know what you think of it. So let's just work on it. Hanno, would you stay there? And this one here. So what I have so far, this is the color I chose to work with. I don't know if I like it that much, but I won't start all over again because of the color. These are the legs, and now I can work on the body. For the body, as I told you, I need to work front post double crochets and back post double crochets, and I will repeat this until the end, so over here. So let me grab my 2.5mm crochet hook and start working. I'm curious what you have been working on lately. Probably Christmas patterns, right? I have tried to work on a Rudolph, a Christmas tree, and an elf, and they were all a fail. That's why I decided to work on a pattern that I wrote a few months ago, because it's easier, and I can maybe next time have a better idea on how to make a cuter Rudolph, you know. I will start my row with two front post double crochets. So I will go into the front like this. You have two of them. And then the next two will be on the back. I like to work a little bit loose when it comes to front post double crochets and back post double crochets. There's no need to have it too tight. So you see, these are the two that are into the front loops, and these are into the back ones. And I will do this till I finish the round. At the end of the round, I will chain two and start all over again. So what to chat while working? Let me tell you more about myself before you start to talk about you, hopefully. Because this is a hobby that I love, and I'm really looking forward to meet new people and hopefully to make new crochet friends. My husband supports me, kind of, but it's not like I can talk to him about my passion for crochet, and that's why I need people that share the same passion to talk with. I don't have a craft room yet. Luckily, my husband is building us a home next to Brush Off, and over there I hope I will have an office or a craft room. I do take crochet seriously, so I can call it office as well. The only thing is that my husband wants an office over there too, and I don't know if we have room for so many offices. But I know for sure that I can have my craft room because I don't know, I will have it. And I'm pretty excited about having an office because I can have better quality videos over there. I can work maybe more over there and have my yarn stashed really nicely and my toys, because I have a lot of toys. At some point I feel like I should make a video on how many toys I have and the fact that I do not know what to do with them all, because I'm not currently focusing on selling. And that's an issue because my husband feels like we don't fit into our home anymore because of too many things that we have, and I'm working all the time when I have spare time, and that means more toys gathering. I will see how things will go. The idea is that he's building our future home and I will have a craft room, and into my craft room I will have things organized and a lot of yarn and toys and silence. Yes. I love my girls, but I don't get to work that much because I'm always with them, and I don't have a space where I can be quiet and just crochet or make a video or whatever. So this is something that I like now. Just do this thing all over again. I'm curious if I would work this toy, so the lovey, with this type of yarn, with velvet yarn, how big it would be. As I said, I don't find this yarn suitable for babies, so I'd say maybe it will look like a blanket, a huge blanket, and a girl or a boy over 3 years old can enjoy it, but not babies. So I do this while the girls are asleep, and I can work without interruption. After finishing this lovey, I want to take pictures with both of the loveys and have them ready for the time I publish the pattern. And I don't know if I should focus on this type of sets. I know I should have a better niche, so what I could do is make this type of sets, so a lovey, a toy and a rattle, and do all sorts of animals or toys or whatever, or dolls. I think this can be a good idea, but I don't know if I can settle with this because I get bored so fast. You know, I should niche myself some more, but I don't know if I can do it like this. Where do you guys buy your yarn from? I don't have in my town, in Brașov, in Romania, I don't have a place that's yarn designated, is that right? So I don't have a place where they only sell yarn. There are places that they sell lots of things and then a little bit of yarn, so I don't have so many options. I often just buy mine online, and I do have a stash that I need to get rid of, so to work the ones that I've already bought. But I would love to have some more velvet yarn. I love cotton and I also love velvet yarn. It's very nice to my hands because it's soft. What I don't like on velvet yarn is the fact that it leaves a lot of, you know how you say it, these small things from the material, and that's not nice. The back goes double crochets and the front goes double crochets. Take a little bit more yarn than other stitches. I feel it's like more yarn consuming, and it gives so much texture. So I wouldn't like my lovey to be any different than it is. Otilia has one of these loveys, but with tummy bear, so bear instead of an elephant. And I always put her to sleep with it. We even had it on our vacation in Egypt. It makes me somehow proud. I feel happy when I see them together. So look what I have so far. This is what I have so far. So you can chat, you can even watch a movie and do your thing. I'm excited. As I said, I don't know if the color is the best choice, but we will see at the end on how it looks like. Right now I was thinking of our team of testers. I said I need 3 testers, but a lot of people that I've been working with said they are interested in this new pattern, so Hanno, the elephant lovey, and I love them all, and so I said okay, let's just work all of us on this pattern. I feel blessed that I met so many great people, so many crocheters, and that we get to work together. Designing is a thing that I love, but I always keep in mind that this won't be possible without pattern testers. So the ones that help me find errors, mistakes, or maybe stitch counts that do not fit, or maybe they have suggestions on what to add or to take out from my pattern. So things get better because of pattern testers, and I am really grateful for them. I do not pay my pattern testers. I've heard there are people that do so. I am at the beginning of my crochet career, if I can call it like that, and so I'm not quite making money out of it, so I won't be able to pay my testers, even though I really appreciate their work. I do send them free copies of the pattern after I make all the changes they suggest me to make, and sometimes to some of them I give some other patterns from my library to my patterns, and this is the way I can be thankful for their job. If I would eventually get better of this crochet business, I can take into consideration to either send them some yarn or even some money for their work. I do appreciate them a lot. There is one pattern tester, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name because I didn't ask her, that has been with me since my very first pattern, a Rudolph. It's called a Rudolph Snowflake. It's a cute pattern. It's not the best probably because it's the first one, but it was fun making it. And that pattern tester is, I feel like she's my friend, and I'm so happy she stood along the way with me, helping me testing all of my patterns. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. So if you are watching this, Stacy, thank you so much. for being here. Looking better and better, bigger and bigger. Sometimes I feel disappointed I have found crochet when I was 30 years old. I feel like I would have been so much better if I knew crochet earlier. But at the same time, things happen on the right time, I think. I was busy with some other things before, and now I can enjoy my crochet since I have the girls and I'm at home when they sleep. I get to do this. I feel like I've been waiting all of my life to crochet, and it took me a pretty long time to find it. I don't know if you know our story, Toy Smuggler's story. I always said Toy Smuggler is about me and actually my daughter and I, Anna and I. It all happened when at birth they didn't quite see how big the baby was, so I gave natural birth of a 5-kilo baby. I don't know how do you say that in pounds. The idea is that the baby was really big and they had to pull it, and somehow, in English I don't know how to say it, it didn't break the nerve, but it elongated, so it made it longer than it should be on her right arm. And since then we only had to go to therapy to work on that issue so that she can move her arm. She was able only to move her fingers, so when I breastfeeded her, her arm was laying down. It was it was really sad. It took me so much time to admit that this is something that happens to me, to my family, and that this is something that I have to do, going to therapy and always going to CBU, because in our town, in Brasov, I couldn't find available therapist for what Anna had. So we went a lot of time to the hospital in CBU. We stood 1 month home and then 3 into the hospital. And we did this the first year of Anna's life. So I was a part of my husband for a lot of time. And then the next year, we decided to move in CBU, me and Anna, because my husband had to stay in Brasov. He has businesses here, and somebody had to support all of the therapy's costs and accommodation and everything in CBU. So he stood in Brasov and me and Anna went to CBU. Over this time, so while going to the hospital and then after moving to CBU, I have started crocheting. It was something that gave me pleasure and the satisfaction of a new achievement. I felt useful, and it kind of made me go through all of the hard times that we had. I am happy I am married to my husband, and we were strong together to get over this thing. Maybe for somebody else this is not such a big thing, but when it comes to your baby that, I don't know, doesn't move her arm or it has any issue, that's really serious. So yeah, I did cry a lot. I didn't know if the nerve was broken or just elongated. I didn't know if she could ever use her arm or not. It was hard to move apart from my husband. But in every bad thing, there is a good thing also. So into this thing, I became better at motherhood. Maybe more. What's the name of the word? Thankful to what I have and what I am and what I can do, and then really pleased of my crochet experience. So yeah, Anna is now better. We still go to therapy every once in a while, I don't know, twice or 4 times a week. We go to swimming, everything to help her use both of her arms. Now you cannot see the difference if you're not a specialist between the arms, but we still need to work. I feel like all her life she will work on this, but that's not a bad thing because she will go maybe for a sportive life. So yeah, that's the reason I chose to crochet. A tough time into my life, and now I cannot stop. I feel like I won't ever stop, but who knows? Next year, into the summer of next year, I will go back to work, and that might be the time to leave things easier with my crochet, because I have to be a mom, a wife, to take care of the house, and then of my professional part as well. I'm a medical representative, so I go to doctors and talk about different products that my company has to offer and the benefits those products have. And I like what I do, so I like my job. I stood home a lot of time, but I'm ready to go back to my job and do something else. I hope I will still have time for my crochet, because I feel like I won't ever stop. This is how much I love it. This is the first time I'm videotaping this. I don't know if I'm doing it good or not. I somehow love it, because I love new things. I need to go and grab a napkin after coming back here from Egypt, where there was sunny weather and 37 degrees. In here it's pretty cold, and I feel I've got a cold. So I need to grab a napkin. Let me finish this row. So this is what I have so far. I'll go and grab a napkin, and then I'll see you in a while.